Okay, I'm just going to show you how to buy tyres for your car on Etyres and point out a flaw I found with their website. But anyway, you can use it and you can also phone them, but I just want to tell Etyres that they need to fix their website for something. But anyway, when buying cars, tyres, go and look at your car, and on the side of the tyre it will give you this information as they show in this diagram. So today what I'm looking for, mine are that width, 215. So use the drop down menu to choose from the different options. Tyre profile, I want 55. Wheel size, mine is R16. Load rating, 3 of my tyres have 91 and one of them has 94. So I'm going to go for 91. Now that's weird because I just did this in Google Chrome and it did give me the options of 91 and 94. Why has that changed if I'm using Firefox? You see, this is what I mean about this website needs fixing. There's a few things I've already found that are not working correctly. So I'm just going to double check my information to see, try and figure out why this is different. 215, yes. No, actually, looking at my notes, I am 205, that's why it's different. I went outside and wrote down notes, so right, that's why I shouldn't be doing this quickly. Right, 205, tyre profile, 55, wheel size 16, load rating. So this is why don't rush doing this. Make notes when you go outside your car and write down all 4 tyres you've got, and write down right front and then the information, left front the information, left rear the information, right rear the information, and just check. You should have 4 tyres that are the same on most cars. Some cars have slightly different sizes for front and rear, so check. Right, so as I said, speed rating, 3 of my tyres have got 91, one had 94. I'm going to stick with, I'll do 91. Postcode, I'm going to film my postcode, hold on. Alright, so once you've typed in your postcode, let me just cover up my postcode, then you click the big green go button. Let me do that. That is annoying. Well, I'll have to try not to film my postcode, so it's going to be a bit awkward. Right. Okay, so then it comes up with a bunch of results. Now this is very strange. When I did this in Google Chrome just 2 minutes ago, it came up with 39 tyres to choose from. In Firefox browser, it's coming up with 163. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Who's got time to figure out which of the 163 they want? So, I'm just trying not to film my postcode, obviously. Right, so it comes up with this. This is not a proper search result. This is their one they're really trying to promote. And the good thing is that under each tyre they give you these things. Fuel efficiency is measured in A to G ratings. A is the best, G is the worst, and they work out that you'll save something like 6 litres of fuel every 650 miles, I think it says on their website. Anyway, you can click on that and it gives you the information. So it's better to go for A or B if you can find them on here for your particular car. Next one is how good it performs in wet weather. Obviously go for the best. That's rated in A to F. So you really want to go for A. You want a car that will stop quickly in wet conditions. Don't go for anything worse than C. And then the next one is how much noise it makes. And in 1 black bar is the lowest noise you can get. 3 would be it makes a lot of noise. So go for one that's either 1 or 2 of these. Don't go for 3. So obviously you want to be able to filter that out. I would say how good it stops in wet is the most important. So there you go. On the side here, filters. So you can go price low to high. Or, well, let's just show you what it's come up with without me doing any filters. It's starting off showing you price low to high. So the cheapest tyre I could get is £44.90 per tyre. Okay, so nearly £90 for 2 tyres is the cheapest they've got. Auto grip, never heard of that make. Never heard of that make. Never heard of Kenda. never heard of 3AA. Sunny, I have heard of. Riken, never used. Auto Grip. Events. Actually, I think I've got one of those on my car. They're made in China. Well, probably all these brands are made in China now. Full Run, never heard of. Capital, not a brand I know. Nexon, I don't know. My God, there's a lot of different auto grip ones. O Nation, never heard of them. Right, here we come to some of the bigger brands. Firestone, I've heard of, obviously. Kuma, I've heard of. Vulcan, I've heard of. Bridgestone, yeah, they're one of the big tyre companies. Yokohama. Pirelli, obviously Italian company. Bridgestone. Maxxis, never heard of. Bridgestone. Dunlop, obviously heard of. Toyo, I've heard of. Goodyear, one of the best tyre brands, I would say. That's got a good fuel rating. Oh, good wet weather rating. And good sound rating. So that could be something I'll be going for. £65 per tyre. That looks good to me. I'm going to look through this in more detail. This is genuinely the first time I've looked through these results. So, Avon I've heard of. GT Radar, don't know them. Hancock heard of. I would say from obviously because they are in Formula 1 or have been in Formula 1, Goodyear and Bridgestone would be brands I would trust. Dunlop should be good as well. Pirelli as well, they're in Formula 1 at the moment. They should know how to build a tyre. But look at the fuel rating. Ooh, that's not good. Continental, obviously heard of. Michelin, yeah, again, they're one of the big tyre brands to be considered, I would say. Oh my God, just look at how many results there are there. I mean, this is madness. I've somehow got to spend the time working out which tyres I want out of all those results. So that's where the filters are going to come in a minute. I'm just going to keep showing you this is just ludicrous. Who has time to go through all of these and figure out which set of tyres to go for? And obviously don't ever shop for things by lowest price. You know, even on Amazon, if you search for a specific product, low price usually means low quality. And high price doesn't necessarily mean high quality, but as the old saying goes, you get what you pay for. So carefully understand these ratings. Make sure you get the right size of tyre. Don't shop by brand. As I said, use this information that's very helpful. Run flat. Let's click on that, see what it says. I believe that means if you get a puncture, you can carry on driving on it for a while, a certain number of miles, if it's not a real blowout. Right, I've clicked on run flat and nothing has happened. Let's try one more time. Alright, I'll double click quickly on it. Right, another flaw for Etyres website. Run flat does nothing. That's absolutely no use whatsoever, so let's carry on. Uniroyal I've heard of, never bought their tyres. Matador, never heard of them. Never realised there were so many tyre brands. You normally hear about, the big brands, Pirelli, Goodyear, Michelin, Continental, Firestone, but there's a lot of other brands around now. BF Goodrich, heard of them. And look at the price. Now we're getting to nearly £100 per tyre. For £100, you better get a better fuel rating than that. I'm not paying £100 and getting an F for fuel rating. No, thank you. And an E in the wet. No way. So that's how you make your buying decisions. Look at the price. Decide if you can find an A rating for wet weather. Go for that for sure. How quickly a car will stop in the wet is crucial. Obviously, it involves how good your brakes are and everything else, but tyres play a big factor in stopping power. You obviously want something that's not going to cause you to use too much fuel. Okay, so that's that. That is crazy. So, fortunately, I think that's a back to the top. Click that, yeah, and that takes you back to the top of the results. So, 163 results it's come up with for my particular size information I've given for my car. You can filter by what they call premium, mid-range and economy. Let's just check these buttons work. If I click on premium, let's see. As you can see, slow is the word for the Etyres website. Has it made a change to these results? Now we're starting at £63. Okay, let's click on mid-range, see what happens. Is that going to change? Yeah, okay, so these buttons do work. Economy. So if you want to go for the cheapest they've got, cheapest is £44.90 for my size of tyre. They'd be different for other. So shop around. Right, now this is what I was going to show. Price. So if I wanted to search by best wet grip, let's click on that. Okay, has that changed? I'm going to go to all tyres, up the top there. Okay, all tyres. Best wet grip. You can see how long this is going to take to choose. Well, obviously I'm filming, so this is going to take longer, but, you know, I'm just trying to show you. Right, best wet grip. And best wet grip, and they're still showing, you see, this is one they've kind of pinned to the top of their site, which is confusing. Best wet grip, they're saying starts at C. Ignore that one, that's just some promotion thing. Best wet grip, right, A. So it does work in Firefox, but if you use Google Chrome browser, those filters do not work. So just a warning. I don't know about Internet Explorer, I don't use that browser, that's got so many holes in it for security, it's not worth using. So, okay, so you can sort by how good they are wet grip, but then that gives you a B fuel rating, 2 on the amount of noise it gives off. Wet grip is good. Fuel is bad on that one, so I wouldn't go for that. Wet grip is good. Fuel is okay. Sound is okay. So you're going to have to go through these and choose. I wish you could filter this even more. At the moment you can only filter it one way, like find me the best wet weather filter. Then you want to be able to say what's the best wet weather, and then with the best fuel rating with the best sound. You need it to do a search for you and come up with specifics, rather than you then having to go through all the search results again and try and choose between all the different ones. So I'll have to spend a bit of time doing that. Just going to check these other filters work. So let's go for best fuel economy now, and let's see if this changes. You see it's waiting for something to happen. Has it changed? Yes, there we go. A for fuel rating is now listed at the top. Okay, so okay, but Etyres, I'm just telling you, you need to check that your website works in Google Chrome, because I know it doesn't. Etyres.co.uk. I'm now going to attempt to order a couple of tyres I need. Thanks for watching. Etyres, this is not done to name or shame you, this is just to show you there's a few flaws in your website, and hopefully this will lead to people using your website to buy tyres off you. So I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm filming your website and telling people to go and shop on your website, and I am. Do use the website, but I'm just trying to point out there's a few things I think need to be fixed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.